Hey church, Casey here. Hey, I got another Tuesday tune-in for you, a chance to connect, check in, and share a few announcements with you of what's going on at Orchard Church. Sorry, I'm having a really hard time seeing today. I don't know why. Normally I'm really good at pointing things out at other people and what's going on. I've been struggling today, so I can't really see too well. So anyway, I'm going to read scripture from Matthew 7, and we'll talk a little bit about it. All right, hang on. I think I can read it. Okay, yeah. It's from Matthew 7, verses 1 through 5. It says, "Do not judge, or you too will be judged. For in the same way you judge others, you will be judged. And with the measure you use, it'll be measured to you. Why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own? How can you say to your brother, 'Let me take the speck out of your eye,' when all the time there's a plank in your own eye? You hypocrite, first take the plank out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye." Well, duh. Yeah, that makes sense, right? We should move the plank out of our own eye. I mean, I wish I knew how this related to me. Oh, there's a plank in my eye, huh? Let's get rid of that, and then we'll move on with our lesson. Ugh. Ow, ow, ow. Hang on a second, I got something in my eye. What?
Hey, thanks for getting me out of there.
You're welcome, but what are you?
Well, I'm a speck of sawdust. I know I look like you, but this is what I got to work with.
How long have you been in my eye?
I was in there for about as long as that piece of wood was in your eye. And then when you pulled it out, I was just kind of sitting there hoping you would get me out. So, thanks again.
You're welcome.
Alright, well, I gotta get going. I'm gonna catch a breeze and get off your hand. Bye! Woo!
Alright, bye. Well, that was interesting. Anyway, back to the lesson. We're talking about judgment and how we judge others. And the little detail there with the plank in my eye and the speck, yeah, those needed to be dealt with in my eye. Just like sin and brokenness and hurt in this world needs to be dealt with, but there's a right way to do it. The right way to do that is by first becoming self-aware of your own sin and your own shortcoming. When you focus on yourself and what God is doing in your life, you become aware of your own shortcomings. And those are the big planks in your eye that you need to come and confess before God. And that leads to humility and empathy. But if you're too focused on others, you're focused on others' shortcomings, you become self-righteous in the sense that you are so focused on what other people are doing wrong that you forget to really examine what's going on in your own heart. And so in a way, you start judging others for what they're doing instead of living peacefully and with empathy and with seeking ways to love them. But instead, you get closed off and think you're better than they are. And that's not okay to live. So with that, we look at this scripture, and we always must be remembered to be self-aware before we are self-righteous or anything else. Because we have to look to God first, who is the only righteous one. And through Jesus, he made us righteous. And so with that, we can look at this world knowing that we are loved by the Creator, loved by God to go and do the good work he's asked us to do. Not to judge the world, but to love the world. So be encouraged with that. I just was thinking and praying more about that scripture this week and just wanted to share a little bit more about that. So just take a chance to really look and examine yourself and who you are and what God's working on in your own life before you go and love and serve this world and see what other people are struggling with. Because man, if you have a big old plank in your eye like I did and you try and help someone, chances are you might hurt them a little bit more than what they really need, instead of loving them in humility and in empathy. So let's focus on that, focus on God this week. And a few announcements that we have. We have our Alcoholics Anonymous meetings Tuesday night, Friday at noon, and Saturday at 9 a.m. So tonight's the Alcoholics Anonymous for beginners. So it's a group welcome to anybody to come. Fridays is our emotional sobriety group at 12. And then Saturday is our Women's Alcoholics Anonymous group. Tomorrow night, Wednesday, we have our all-church Bible study. Everybody from church is welcome to come. We're going through Andrew Murray's book about humility, so we're still going to go through that book, still finishing it up. It's been a great topic, great study. I've been looking forward to it all week. And there's usually dinner for us there too if you come at 6 o'clock and join us for a meal. And then on Sunday is church, 9 a.m. at Chico Country Day School. Love to have you there. A lot of fun, a lot of great time to check in with each other and to praise and worship God. And then on Monday, we have our prayer time and playtime parent group. So on Monday mornings at 10 o'clock, if you need a place to go and you're a mom or dad and you have your kids or your kids are in school, but you want to check in with other parents from our church, this is a great way to connect and get together and socialize, to pray, encourage, and just talk about what's going on in your life. So just wanted to create that for you. But anyway, God bless you. Thanks for tuning in today, and I hope to see you soon.